Today we're going to look at verbs once again, and we're going to focus now on another tense. We've already done one example of the past, we've looked at the present, and now we're going to introduce the future. Before we learned these two major sets of endings, on the left over here you see the present tense endings, and then over here when we put these endings onto a verb, we make the imperfect tense, which gives us one of our past tenses. We build the verb by taking one of the first two principal parts, mainly the second, to get our stem. We add the connecting vowel, and then we put on the corresponding ending for the tense. So for example, for the present, we take the stem which comes from up here, add the connecting vowel, a, and then add the personal ending. The T here tells us that it's a present verb, so he loves. Now if we change it to the bot ending, now we're making it he was loving or he loved. Now we're going to introduce the future, which is just going to be another set of endings. And this ending will look like bit, bit. And this will be he will love. The future tense works just like it does in English. It's something that will happen, so we'll translate it as will verb or will be verbing. The endings are as followed: bo, bis, bit, bimis, bitis, bunt. Now, take a look and see that this only applies to verbs that belong to the first and second conjugation. So the verbs that have ARE infinitives and ERE infinitives. Third and fourth conjugation are going to do something totally different, so we're not even going to focus on those today. These endings work exactly the same as we've done for the present and for the imperfect. We just simply add them to the stem and the connecting vowel. So if we take a look at our verbs, ambulat with the T is present, so he walks, he is walking, or he does walk. But when we add the bit ending, we add that bi in there, we're now going to make it future, he will walk. And before, I told you guys like the ba for the imperfect sort of helps with the was, as the was and the ba. Well here, think of it as will, will, bi. So the I in will help you with future. And that bi is really going to be our indicator. Be careful though, the first person's bo, and the third person plural is bunt, so we use a bu there. Now, when we take a look at the future, this should actually say future up here, sorry. But when we take a look at the future forms of the verb to be, right here, we're still going to use the er stem, like we did for the imperfect. But now we're going to put on those bo, bis, bit endings. And just like happened with the imperfect, the b will drop out, and there's your ending. So if I want to say I will be, I'll say ero, you will be eris, erit, erimis, eritis, erunt. Now take a look, it's just like bo, bis, bit. We're just dropping the b out. Now if we want to make it to be able, we just add the prefix in front of it. And now we have to be able. So make sure you're copying these down for your notes so that you have a reference point for these. So just in a recap, the future tense represents an action that has not happened yet. It can translate as will be verbing or will verb. And it's most identifiable by the letters bi before the personal ending.